What's going on, YouTube? It's James from Fantasy Battle Report, and I got another battle report for you today. This is the Road to Strength in Numbers, Round 2. This is the only road to Strength in Numbers, because after this, we go to Strength in Numbers. It is literally just like the week before Strength in Numbers. I just got back from ETC, and I'm going to go ahead and play again in another tournament, in another team tournament, which I'm looking forward to. I have a killer squad. Myself, my brother, I got John653, and I got Nick Creep as my team. I'm looking forward to seeing how we do in this tournament. This is the same day as my last video. One of the players came down. His name is Luke. You guys might know him as Luke the Pestilence Lord, who got me sick once, like a year ago. And actually, it was like February. I think it was like February we had the Gauntlet. That's when I got sick with him. But that was the first time I met him. But Luke's going to go ahead and bring out a demon list. And he loves his demons. His army is demon themed. But the thing is, he's trying out a few different models. So this is going to be a fun game for him as well as for me. Well, you'll see what happens. We'll go over it in a minute. Anyways, let's go over my list really quick and show you what I got. I got the Idol of Chicken, Crom the Conqueror, Koopa's Rancor. Koopa's Rancor is going to be set loose away from Koopa in future games coming up, but you'll see why based on how Strength and Number goes. Over here I got 30 Cave Goblins, Bows, Nets, 2 Mad Gits, No Cow, and the Prophet. I got 5 Wolf Riders in the back. I got my K-Pack, Koga Kaiser Koenig, my 3 Chariots that just love to just punch a hole into somebody, especially close combat armies. Over here, I got my trusty A-Rock, the ultimate badass in my army. She is just the luckiest model I have. Period. She just does everything she needs to do, and because she's just a beautiful beastie. I had another name for her. I totally forgot what it was. The Devourer. There it is. The Devourer. The A-Rock, the Devourer. Over here I got my 46 Common Goblins with Bows, Shields, and Shady Gits. I got my BSB with that big green moon banner right in the front. And then I was thinking about making that green, that moon dice symbol for my future dice. What do you guys think? Give me some feedback. Over here I got my 20 Forest Goblins with throwing weapons, bows, and skirmishing, and then they also have Baxter the Pyromaniac with them. Baxter has the Skull Splitter with him, and then I got my 10 Iron Boys. I got Koopa and Zod. I keep calling him Crom. I made that mistake in my last video, and I made it again in this video. But his name is Zod. His General Zod, and kneel before Zod. All right. So I gotta find the pictures for this game. Over here in my Magic, I ended up getting Deceptive Glamour, Wheel Turns, Bewitching Glare, Scorching Salvo, Enveloping Embers, Pyroclastic Flow, and Cascading Fire. Now for my opponent, Luke here, he is playing a mixed demon list. Okay, that is a demon engine of Lust. He has 2 units of Blue Horrors, and then he has the Zinch Chariot. Okay, here's a picture of Luke himself with a very cheesy smile. And then over here, the big guy with the big wings. Last time we played it, he played it as the Weaver of Change, but this time he's playing it as Big Papa Bloodthirster. Big Papa Billy the Bloodthirster. He has more horrors, he has more igniters, and then he has a unit of like harpies or furies or whatever they're called. And then over on this side, you could barely make it out. There's some Nurgle plaguelings or whatever. Not plaguelings. What are they called? The Pestilence Beast. That's what they are. Then he has a unit of Warhounds or Hellhounds. I'm going to go ahead and Vanguard up. I forgot what we played. I think we might have played Classic Battle Line. But as you can see, I took turn 1, so I was going to go ahead and start off turn 1, Orcs and Goblins. Turn 1, Orcs and Goblins. I go ahead and I move up like so, where I put up a screen. I'm using that impassable terrain on the right side to protect Koopa and Crom's flank from the Lust Demon engine, so he has to come straight at me, and the minute he does, my dogs are going to dart towards whatever they could see on that side, so my chariots could come out and kill something else. Over on this side, you can see the A-Rocks going for those Pestilence Beasties, so is my Forest Goblins. I love my Forest Goblins because they do have some synergy with the Spider to protect him. and also give him some nice flaming attacks. Magic phase. I got purple dice. 12 dice. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and do a scorching salvo and I fail it. What the fuck is that? Go ahead and I do a cascading fire onto the spider. He's like, why are you doing that? I'm like, it's remain in place. So I go ahead and I do the attribute. Doesn't do a goddamn thing on anybody. Go ahead and I do deceptive glamour on this bolt thrower because I don't want him shooting me apart with his hellfire shots. And then, yeah, that's kind of how it happened. I did a pyroclastic flow. He stops it. And let's go to shooting phase. Shooting phase, Bazooka and the Horde are going to go ahead and shoot into his horrors. They'll kill off one horror. That's it. They kill off one horror. Baxter the Pyromaniac is going to go ahead and shoot into his Pestilence Beast. They do 1 wound. And that's it. Let's go start off his turn. Demon Legions. Pestilence. No, it's not Pestilence. I like to call him Pestilence because he got me sick. But it's, Nichols Demons. I mean, they're mixed demons. I can't really call them Pestilence or Change or anything like that. It's a Nichols Demons. Turn 1. Nichols Demons turn 1. He moves his, Pestilence Beast straight for the spider. I'm like, good, I want this fight to happen. He tries to move his Hellhounds over towards my Forest Goblins, which could cause a crazy issue that I can't handle them. Over on this side, as you can see, he kind of moves around the rock. He wants to threaten my rear side, and then he just kind of moves like so. Magic phase, he gets 9 power dice, goes ahead and starts shooting, or doing those, what are they called? The Thaumaturgy #1 spell into my chariots, does 3 wounds. These guys over here are going to go ahead and start shooting into my dogs. They kill off 3 of my dogs, or 4 of my dogs. I have 1 dog left. And that's basically what happened. Well, that's it. It's going to go ahead and start off turn 2. Orcs and Goblins, Zod and Goblins. Zod and Goblins turn 2. The spider goes in, just charges. No, actually, I take it back. Did not go in. I moved right there so I could continue picking wounds at those guys before the spider has to fight them, which is totally cool with me. As you can see, Zod is backing them up, where he's going to charge that way if those Hellhounds or the Pestilence Beast go in. And then I had Zod in the unit of Black Orcs at the beginning, but he jumped out because he's not really feeling threatened at the moment. Now, Crom and Koopa are going and doing wonderful things on that side. Crom and Koopa are just moving on up. If he wants to charge in, great, because it's setting up a counter charge with my chariots. My chariots will ram the hell out of his BT if he comes close. My Cave Goblins aren't really doing shit, and I'm making sure I don't have a rear to get charged by that Soul Grinder. Magic phase, I got 8 power dice. Love purple dice. Gonna go ahead and do a Scorching Salvo. I fail it again. And then I threw 4 dice onto maybe Deceptive Glamour or something. And look at that fucking roll. That is pathetic. That is pathetic. Jesus Christ. Shooting phase. I'm gonna go ahead and start shooting into his Pestilence Beast. I end up killing off one of the Pestilence Beasts. Over here, these guys start shooting into his Horrors. Kill off only 1 Horror. It's gonna go and start off turn 2. Nickel Demons. Nickel Demons, turn 2. He's going to go ahead and charge into the spider. Spider don't give a fuck. He charges into Crom, and Crom don't give a fuck. Alright. And basically that's how it is. Now the one thing is I really, really, really need Crom to stick. Bazooka is in range of Crom for that stubborn check. So if Crom sticks there, it might be a great thing. Not only that, if Crom sticks there, I'm setting it up so I can wog charge my Goblins into the flank of his Bloodthirster, into Billy. If I do that, I'll have a charge, a flank, a big flank, 3 banners, 3 ranks. Crom will live, and I'll give him my champ. So he'll do 4 wounds, he'll start to take damage, and basically that's going to be a grind. So he goes in, I'm like, cool, I need Crom to stick there. As you can see, he chaffed up Zod, and he started moving the Hellhounds right up towards my Forest Goblins. Over here, he moves the Soul Grinder to, or the Demon Engine to threaten my flank over here, and it's going to start off his turn. Magic! He got 9 power dice, goes ahead and he does that stupid freaking Thunderbolt thing again, the Thaumaturgy spell. Gets double 6s. I let it go off. It kills off 2 of my chariots. Oh, that sucks! Holy crap, does that suck. Oh, man. Anyways, he goes ahead and he does another, I think this is shooting phase. Shooting phase, the Igniters kill off a couple Black Orcs. Shooting phase over here, they kill off my Chaff. And then over here, this guy over here is going to go and shoot into... This guy shoots a single bolt shot into Zod, needing like 5s to hit or 6s to hit. Hits, does Hellfire, does 3 wounds. This is one of the reasons why I need to switch this list around, was because Zod was a target for flaming shots, specifically in demon armies. God damn it! Alright, over here, close combat. Holy fuck, he racks up 4 wounds onto my spider, but my spider beats the crap out of like 1 or 2 of them, and spider sticks. Over here, he does 4 wounds onto Crom. Crom does a crush attack. I get the hit off, I get the wound off, and he fucking ward saves it. But I am steadfast, and I stick on my steadfast, and it's going to go ahead and start off Orcs and Goblins turn 3. Orcs and Goblins turn 3. I call out the Wog! Wog! Woo! Alright, let's do it. So I charge the Goblins. I have to charge the Chariot out of the way, because the Chariot's in the way. So I charge the Chariot into like some blue horrors, which doesn't even matter, right? I charge Koopa into his Chariot, because the Chariot's going to become a bigger issue. Looking back at this, I probably should have charged Koopa elsewhere, but you'll see what happens. So I get in over here, get in over there, get in with Koopa, get in with the Chariot, right? I don't know what happened here. I think I probably should have charged Zod in, but I was afraid because Zod only had 1 wound left, and it's just whatever. I don't know what's going on over here. Did I rejoin the unit? I don't know. No, I used the Oh, fuck! I charged Zod into those igniters, and I died to DTs. That's what happened. Yep, that's exactly what happened. So this is part of my... This game's going fucking bad right now. This game is going bad. No, Zod just sucks. Alright, so, I mean, Zod needed to clean those guys up. So the Black Orcs are just basically going to go ahead, and I think they just hold up chaff for the fact that my Force Goblins are about to get wrecked. My Shaman left the unit to come this way, so that way he doesn't die. He's basically going to go ahead and keep shooting. And that's how this side looks. These guys face the freaking Demon Engine. It's going to go into Magic. Magic, I got 11 power dice. Go ahead and I do a Scorching Salvo. The 3rd fucking fail. The 3rd fucking fail. I fucking hate this spell. I hate this spell because a 10 should... I mean, a 9 on 3 dice should be average. 3 dice... 3 rolls in a row, I fail it by like 1 or 2. Over here, I end up doing Bewitching Glare onto his Bloodthirster, his Billy, to lower his leadership, so when he has to take his break check, he ends up taking 1 less leadership. Over here, I do the wheel turns onto my Cave Goblins. Basically, when I get into that fight with that freaking Soul Grinder, I'm going to make sure that I'm hitting him on 4s and wounding him on 4s with all my attacks. Over here, close combat, the fucking A-Rock just fucking rips apart the freaking Pestilence Beast. They don't even do another wound. He can't roll a 6 for the life of him for poison. And the spider just ends up winning this combat. I believe he crumbles to the point where he only has 1 wound left. Over here, close combat, Koopa just wrecks this fucking Chariot, does 3 wounds onto it. And what ends up happening is, I think I got the charge on a wound, and he fails to wound Koopa, so he takes 2 wounds. Or something like that. Something like that. He crumbles to the point where he's still there, but he has 1 wound left. I really needed him to pop. Like, now. Over here, close combat, I ram these guys. I do 3 wounds. He goes back and he ends up killing my Chariot, which, I mean, I kind of should have expected that. And at this point, I realized I made a big mistake by going in right now. My strategy wasn't as sound as it was, but at the same time, demons are just one of those armies that I just have a hard time with right now. And I haven't had hard times with them in the past, but I think it's this current iteration of my list just is not made for demons. It's just not. In the past, I had Zod having a Divine Icon, and he was doing fine. I don't know. I just don't know. Over here, close combat, I challenge with a champ. He crushes that champ. He has to take a break check. He loses 3 wounds from crumbling. He cannot reform, and I reformed into ranks, but I did so because I really don't want to get charged by all that shit that's about to charge me. It's going to go and start off turn 3, Nickel Demons. Nickel Demons turn 3, he's charging the flank of my Goblins. Now, I turned them just sideways because I didn't want to deal with reforming the whole tray. But he knew what I was doing. I'm still looking at his Bloodthirster, giving him a huge flank, and I'm just going to keep challenging out. But he's making a charge with the guys on the hill into the flank of my Goblins, and the guys in the front into my Goblins. Now, in all fairness, I really don't care if he does, because I mean, if the guys in the front get in, whatever, I'll eventually grind them down. But the guys in the flank are a big issue, because if he gets into my flank, I basically lose this combat. And he ends up charging these guys into Koopa. Charges the monster here into my goblins. They pass their panic check, and holy shit, here comes the fanatics. I throw out 2 fanatics, throw them both out there. One of them breaks off, the other one's foot snaps in half. I'm dead serious. All right, he passes the charge, gets in, takes 4d6 again, 4d6, strength 5, AP 1 hits from my fanatics. I do 1 wound. 1. Okay, over here, close combat. He rolled it. He needed like a 9 or a 10 to get in, and he gets in. He's in my flank, motherfucker. This guy gets in, only took 1 wound, but I still have the wheel turns up. It could help. And then basically the Hellhounds charged it to my dogs, but since Zod is dead, the stubborn 9 is now a stubborn 6, or stubborn 5 after fear. Then he walks around my black orcs. As you can see, this is how it looks. Magic phase, he got 11 power dice. Don't even know what he did for magic. I think he tried to give himself flame breath, stuff like that. Didn't really matter. Close combat over here, the A-Rock eats the last pestilence beast and turns this way. These guys just start ripping apart my forest goblins, and I do not pass my stubborn check. They run, he chases, I get away. Over here, close combat. I'm hitting on 4s, wounding on 4s. I cannot make 1 fucking wound. Actually, I made a couple wounds, but he armor saves everything. I think he took a wound and rips apart my goblins. Motherfucker. Over here, close combat, since I had to challenge, or I don't have to, but since his Bloodthirster is free to get out because he has champs in the other units, he challenges one of them, and he ends up killing Crom because he knew I was going to do +1 to wounds. So Crom is basically useless or dead, basically, so I don't get to use my +1 to wound, which I was thinking was going to help me big time. He ends up killing off my Shady Gits because why not? And then he ends up just destroying my unit. I believe I lose combat to the point where I am not steadfast, and I believe he might just have popped me, and I don't have a picture of it because at this point I was getting crabby. Alright, over here, close combat. Koopa ends up picking off 3 of these guys, making sure he doesn't have a big flank. He ends up doing a wound to Koopa. Koopa runs, he chases, he eats me down, and holy shit, this game is going down the shitter pretty damn fast. It's going to go ahead and start off my turn, Orcs and Goblins' turn, whatever turn this is. My A-Rock charges into Igniters, gets into them. Magic phase, I got 9 power dice. Doesn't do a goddamn thing because my Wizard's dead, my unit's dead. All I got is some Black Orcs and a freaking Shaman. Now, the one thing I'm trying to do is just kill his Bloodthirster, because if I kill his Bloodthirster, that's a good chunk of points, and then I can hide behind my A-Rock for the rest of the game. So I try to do something. I end up doing like a wound to him with like the Skull Splitter. I think that was it. I take it back. This guy has only taken 1 wound total. And he's ripping apart my goblins. He eventually pops my goblins, runs this way, and basically it's hold the center. So as you can see, my Black Orcs are holding the center, and his whole army is basically still roughly healthy. His Bloodthirster moves back. This is his turn. Nickel Demon's turn. Whatever turn this is. His Hellhounds are facing the rear of my Wizard. This is just not good. Magic phase, he got 4 power dice, can't do anything about it. He goes ahead and does 4 dice onto a Thunderbolt thing and blows himself up, which, okay, that happened. I don't even think it mattered. I think he missed. He had like a strength 1 with it, and that was it. Over here, he's going to shoot into my Black Orcs. He ends up killing off a bunch of my Black Orcs, and it's going to start off my turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 6. Orcs and Goblins turn 6. My 2 Orcs charge into his unit there because they are the last remaining scoring unit that's in close proximity. If I could kill him and pop him, hey, great. If I die, oh well, it happens. I move Baxter closer because Baxter's fucking nuts, and he's going to try to blow up his Bloodthirster. Magic phase, I got 8 power dice. Go ahead and I do all my fire spells. All of them. And I fucking do 2 wounds, and he ward saves them both. I did a bunch of wounds to this guy with the fucking Scorching Salvo, but that was about it. That's actually the last picture I have of the game. Apparently I finished on my turn because it was just over after that, I guess. I don't know what happened. But it was just a massacre. This game had me annoyed because it's the Bloodthirster. It really is. In this game, he actually didn't even have a... He actually didn't even have double fire cannons. If he had double fire cannons, my spider would have been dead a long time ago. Um, so it's interesting to me. Well, he would only be able to have one fire cannon if he has a mixed list. But yeah, I don't know. It's just Demons is one of those armies that just kind of really annoys me with this iteration of my list, and I'm hoping that my current list that I'm playing with is able to fare a little bit better against Demons, because this is just annoying. In all fairness, I mean, Luke's a great guy, and I like Demons as an army, to be honest. But he was making ward saves up the ass. There were so many times he should have died, especially against this guy right here, against the Soul Grinder. MVP is a very solid MVP. It's the A-Rock, because she's the only thing killing anything. She kills the Pestilence Beast, she kills some Igniters, and she controls the left side of the table. But we'll see how things go in Strength in Numbers. I do end up playing a Demon list once more in there, and then before I change my list. Again, this game wasn't that long. It was only 20-something minutes video. So, guys, I'm sorry that I forgot a lot of the details. A lot of the details kind of slipped my mind because this game was so long ago. But I'm glad to get it out to you. Guys, if you like my video, hit like, hit share, hit subscribe. If you guys are interested in getting a pair of Koopa dice, I have them on my Patreon. You can go to my Patreon, donate to my channel. If you guys truly want to show your support, you can go into my Patreon, show your support by doing that. It helps me get to these tournaments. It helps me get batteries for it's going to help me get a new camera, because my current camera is now just my phone, which has no memory. So I'm looking to get a new camera to make battle reports with, and then also it helps me basically survive. So guys, if you can, donate to my channel, and I have a Patreon reward set up, so that way if you sign up for $10 or more, you get a pair of Koopa dice, and you also get entered into a raffle to win a banner painted by moi. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoy these videos. I enjoy making them, and then by the next video I'll get you the Strength in Numbers Game 1 against the Wu-Tang Clan. Alright guys, Juice Crew versus the Wu-Tang. Alright guys, I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed my MVP. Like, share, subscribe, Patreon. I think that's all of it. See you next time. Take care and peace. And for those of you guys who want to know who I'm playing an Empire of Silence guy, Game 1. I'll see you then. Take care. Peace.